Good evening. The father of a 2-year-old who died from what police say was abuse says he is more than devastated after the loss of his son.
Now he's trying to figure out what justice looks like in this case. KAKE's Sydney Ferguson is live in downtown Wichita with a story and an update on this investigation. Sydney.
We're here at the Sedgwick County Jail where 32-year-old Sean Lewis, the 2-year-old stepfather, is behind bars, being held on a $2 million bond, accused of killing the toddler. Brandon Delano describes his 2-year-old son John as being bright-eyed, high energy, and always smiling.
He had an infectious smile and the best personality you'd ever come across. He'd be your best friend and you'd be his.
Delano says the last time he saw John was Father's Day when the two played together here at Schweiter Park. He says the next time he saw John was the same day he would take his last breath.
Those are the last memories I have of him in a comatose state in that hospital room, not moving.
Delano says John's mother called him on Thursday, telling him to rush to Wesley Hospital where John had been admitted. He says she told him the 2-year-old fell, hit his head, and stopped breathing. When he arrived, police immediately questioned him.
The reason why police were involved was because of the extent of his injuries. It wasn't just he fell and bumped his head.
Delano says John had bruising across his entire body, bleeding and swelling in his skull that required a portion of it to be removed, and 5 broken ribs 6 to 8 weeks old.
How can any person do that to a 2-year-old child? To hear that that's been going on for that long, I felt like I failed him.
Police arrested John's stepfather, 32-year-old Sean Lewis, for first-degree murder after John died of his injuries.
I get moments of where I'm at peace because at least one person thus far has been held accountable. And then it can be changed in an instant.
Delano says devastating is an understatement. He wants to know how this was allowed to happen and why no one reported the abuse of his son before he lost his life.
I don't know what the new normal for me is going to look like, but I know moving forward it's going to involve having my daughter by my side.
Delano says a judge granted him sole custody of his daughter as a result of an emergency order. The family donated John's kidneys to save the life of another child, something Delano says he's holding on to as he plans to fight for justice.
To know that his suffering has ended, his abuse has ended, it both hurt and it was a blessing. That's what I'm always going to try to remember him as, is my little 2-year-old hero.
Now, Lewis has not yet been formally charged, but he is accused of child abuse and first-degree murder. In Wichita, Sydney Ferguson, KAKE News on your side.